This video started in a strange time at a strange place. I was getting my hair cut, and true to the introvert that I am, I let her do all the talking while I just sat and chilled. Until finally she asked me, "What do you do for work?" I sighed and said, I grow YouTube channels. Then she freaked out and said, "It's so hard to film yourself all the time because you have to be so animated all the time for YouTube." I heard this and thought, what? We've all thought the same thing. We see animated YouTubers like Peter and Sniper Wolf, so instead of being ourselves, we try to be them, and it feels fake. Because it feels fake, you give up filming yourself and never get momentum. So then how do you film yourself? What are big YouTubers doing to make them appear so natural on camera? What are they doing that you are not? There's 4 elements to filming yourself for YouTube, and this will only take a few minutes to explain. If you're new to the channel, welcome, because you're home, and to be honest, we need you. Subscribers to this channel are YouTube creators inspired to create and make the world a better place with their videos. You guys are animals, and when I had 85 subscribers last video, now there's 3,500 of you maniacs. Exciting announcements for all of you at the end of this video. It's hard to film yourself when you don't feel natural, and that's usually because you're trying to be something you're not. Let's say there's a spectrum of personality, and on one side are the crazy animated personalities, and on the other side are more chill and grounded ones. Where do you fall on this spectrum? To be honest, it doesn't matter where you fall on this spectrum, as long as you are true to it and you practice face, body, voice, and edit. Because what if you're not a super animated, talkative person? How do you make a video interesting? Joey from Better Ideas is a chill dude. He's proof you don't have to be super animated to succeed on camera. I mimicked Joey to see what he does and the tricks he uses for good videos.
Hi, it's me, John. I'm editing this video right now. Before we watch this next bit, I just want you to realize the point is not to copy these people you're about to watch. I'm just saying, for chill people, watch what they do. For animated people, watch how they behave on camera. I learned a few things myself when I was trying to do it, so we good? Cool? Just go ahead and watch it anyway.
One of the most common problems I hear about nowadays, and I'm sure everyone else does, is this feeling of being chronically tired. Because sometimes it feels like no matter how much sleep you get, you just can't seem to perk up, feel energetic for most of the day, every single day, so that you can tackle your day and your life with energy. You know, this lack of energy throughout the day, this chronic tiredness, is something that you would expect to happen to you if you were like 60 years old, 70, 80 years old, but it's happening to 20 and 30-year-olds, 15-year-olds, young people who are supposed to have this youthful exuberance to them.
He's not super animated. He's got a soft smile and he uses his hands only a little bit, so why is he still an engaging character? He talks like he's actually talking to someone. He's using a very conversational voice. Remember, when you're talking to a camera, you're not actually talking to a camera. Stop, close your eyes, and feel what it's like to talk to another person. Once you pause and feel that feeling, now you're ready to film. And Joey makes sure he's not just talking at us. He uses so much creative B-roll. Honestly, can you imagine how boring his videos would be if it was just his talking head the entire time? Not proud of it, but smash that like button if you have also made a video where it's just your talking head and it sucks the soul out of the viewer the entire time watching. B-roll is not difficult. Get your phone, get a little tripod, and put effort into showing instead of telling your story. Let's say you are naturally an animated, excited personality. What can you do to enhance that? Sniper Wolf is a great example, and although it's not my personality, I did mimic her to see what steps we can take.
Hello friends, it's me, and today we're checking out some TikToks that just might get you in trouble. The principal giving her presentation. These dudes just...
Okay, for our next word,
just pull the plug. How do you have access to that? It was just out in the open where people were sitting. I already know they start tapping on it like, hello, can you guys hear me? Technology did me a bamboozle.
If you are naturally an animated character, then exaggerate every single emotion. Use it to your advantage and laugh, yell, cry, be disgusted. Also, I've seen a few reaction YouTubers look slightly off camera as they're talking. It makes it feel like there's someone else in the room with them instead of being just some kid in a basement doing reaction videos. I realize you need to talk much louder than normal. If you think you're loud, you aren't loud enough. Be louder if that's who you are. But Sniper Wolf's greatest skill is she leaves no exit points. Aside from a brief 8-second intro, she wastes no time saying things like, let's get into it, or let's just jump right into it. Instead, she gets into it. There are no easy places to leave her videos. You think you'll finish watching just one more TikTok, but before you know it, you're already halfway through another. That is called eliminating exit points. Also, bonus points if you look like an anime character. I'm sorry guys, she's just not my type. Let's dial it down just a little bit to one of the most influential YouTubers, Peter McKinnon. I mimicked Peter and let's see what steps he takes.
This program's a beast, and I don't think I can tackle this all in one video. And you guys know how I talk a lot, so this needs to be split up for sure. So let's just call this After Effects Basics Part 1. So I'm gonna run you guys through the interface of the program, show you what it's like, where things go, try and simplify it for you as best as I can, and I think we'll just make a simple title, like animating a nice title that's tracked through 3D space, if you will. And I find these actions just help me explain things better.
Peter's warm personality comes a lot from his relaxed face and eyes, but the biggest impact, I believe, comes from leaning in. Watch how this works. Position yourself arm's distance from the camera. Good. Now lean in. See the difference that makes when you lean in? Peter has lots of variety and inflection in his voice as well. Sometimes he's direct, other times he's questioning, but his voice is always moving up and down with variety. His jump cut editing is obvious, there's no dead space between his speaking lines. Now, we all adore and love Peter, but beware, don't mimic his intros. What's up you guys, No Name YouTuber here, welcome back to the channel, except you've probably never actually been here before, and you're probably never gonna come back. Instead, please make the video about your viewers. Learn to focus on building up your audience instead of focusing on yourself. More on this later in the video. Maybe you're right in the middle of the spectrum like Andre Jake, and to be honest, I think I'm here too. I mimicked a balanced personality like Andre, and let's see what steps he takes.
Now, everybody knows that it is never polite to talk about money in public, and under no circumstances should you ever ask somebody how old they are. So, how much money do you have at your current age? This is why I love YouTube, because there are no consequences. I mean, other than your public reputation, your sanity, your well-being, and your mental health, but who needs those anyway? So today we're going to talk about exactly how much your net worth should be at your current age and how much money you should have saved up by now and beyond. It's an interesting question to think about and compare, isn't it? No? Just me? Okay, let's begin.
This whole time I was genuinely trying to hold back a laugh. I told myself a joke before filming, closed my eyes, and felt joy as I talked to the viewer. That feeling makes all the difference. Hands help to keep the viewer engaged and keeps you engaged. Don't let your voice drone on. Make pauses, talk fast, talk slow, change up your voice as you talk. Andre's edits are always slowly zooming in and out, requiring a little more visual engagement. And finance is a dense topic full of facts and figures. Rather than just talk at us the whole time, Andre uses graphics to show instead of tell his content. Once you get an idea for who you are, now it's time for the real kicker. Tell stories. Human beings have connected through stories for thousands of years, so you might as well keep doing the same thing. It's through storytelling that we relate with people. I was on a call the other day with a young YouTuber who makes videos about finance for software engineers, but as I was watching his videos, I found it hard to connect with him. He knew the material well, he explained complex concepts, but it just felt like this talking head was just lecturing at me. I knew I needed to search for who this guy really is, and then he told me this story.
Like, I don't know if you know what RuneScape is. So that's how I got into software and how I got into investing. But don't hate me for this, but I was like, when I was like in 4th grade, I made a bot. So like that was my first programming like experience. And then I was like, oh, software is kind of cool. But also I would flip on the Grand Exchange. So that's how I got started like early. And then I was like, I found the stock market. I was like, oh, it's the same thing. I was like, it's that, but in real life.
And that was it.
That 30 seconds helped me like relate with you, helped me like you. I'm begging for you to say something next.
He and I had a common background with RuneScape of all things. I felt like my 10-year-old self again, and those 15 seconds he took to tell that story made a connection. Now when I watch his videos, it's not a video about him, it's a video about us, a community. Something hit me this last week, and it hit me hard, like it has changed the way I view videos, channels, and life in general. It's so much easier to inspire people to believe in themselves than it is to convince people to believe in you. I read hundreds of comments from the last video and read so many times how people felt empowered to create videos of their own rather than just watching others live the dream that they want to be living. When I was scripting and filming that video, I wasn't trying to convince you how cool I am, I tried to think of you. Let's be honest, that last video, it wasn't about John Dorman, it wasn't even about Nicholas Crystal. That video was about you. Every person in this world, from a billionaire in Ibiza to a young girl in Yemen who's starving, has in them the potential to succeed. There's just so many things in life that try to convince us we won't achieve greatness. If your videos can help inspire people to believe in themselves just 1% more than they did yesterday, then maybe you and I can make a change in this world. So let's start with making videos. This channel is about to be monetized, and I'm wondering, should we just reinvest every single dollar from YouTube revenue into this community? What do you guys want to do with the AdSense revenue? I've planned the next 10 videos in PlannerVid. It's a new software we made to plan all the YouTube content. Link below in the description. I think we can get to 10,000 subs with these next 10 videos I have planned. The last video I published, I asked for 20 likes, but you maniacs broke YouTube and now there's 6,000 likes. Why don't we shoot for 1,000 likes on this video?